And how's everybody doing this fine day? My name is Alan Roberts. Welcome back. Uh, so I'm about to play you as soon as it's done downloading one of the most delusional minutes I have ever fucking seen, and it just keeps going. There's actually multiple ones of these today, where we keep impressing upon society that reality does not exist somehow, and unfortunately, it's easy to debunk these things when people open their minds and they listen to basic reality and fact. But instead, we have, like, literally for the last 6 to 8 years, which I warned everybody about long time ago, that we are basically trying to, like, worry about people's feelings way more than we are worrying about society. And I know people think that those two things are the same thing, and that is the dangerous delusion, thinking that your feelings matter to the survival of our fucking race. Like, we are gonna glutton ourselves and, you know, politically correct ourselves out of fucking existence if we don't keep going. If we keep going like this, if we don't right the ship, we can't just keep pretending that shit is right now. I think that that's a huge issue. We're pretending that all is right with the world. Nobody make any waves. Let's just pretend that the world's not falling the fuck apart around us in many ways. And one of the biggest things I see is how delusional people are about their own status, like their own health status, you know? And I know that like, big shock. I'm not going to be nice about this. Like, and I know, I understand that for everybody, that's a humongous surprise. But what I want people to see is me not being nice is the kindest thing to do in a society that is nicing people to death. That is the issue. We are trying to be nice to people to the point where it is killing them. We have people convinced that their physical body is not actually attached to them. Like, they think they're in a larger body, or they're in a thinner body, or this and that. Like, you people are talking like fucking children. Like, well, my reality. No, there's not your reality. There's just fucking reality. You don't have your truth. There is just the fucking truth. I'm going to play one of them right now. I'm just going to let it run right through. It's a whole minute, but I'll just let it run right through since it's less than 90 seconds, and I shouldn't get too jabbed by YouTube about it. And I don't fucking know. They'll do it anyway, I think. But this woman wants to be taken seriously, right? It's crazy.
To the doctor. I have like these moles all over my. I see the doctor and I tell him, you know, moles and stuff, and gained any weight recently. And I was like, no, I don't weigh myself. I, you know, have history with like eating disorders. And he straight up was like, yeah, you should lose weight. And like, it didn't even faze me. Like, back in the day, that would have, I think I've done so much work on this stuff, like innerly, that it didn't feel as yucky. It's still really shitty for a medical professional to be asking, what am I eating? How much am I eating? Am I trying to lose weight? I should lose weight. But I'm actually really proud of myself. I handled it. So this is just an example of how fat people are treated by medical professionals, even for like no reason, like literally no reason.
So this woman wonders why the skin tags, and the worst part is the skin tag thing, I'm sure, is just because of how they look. Like, she doesn't realize that they could be cancerous or a sign of diabetes and things like that. Like, that's the fucking issue, right? Like, she's just worried about her looks. She's worried about being told she looks pretty. And one, that ship has sailed 100 fucking pounds ago, lady. But two, instead of being like she tells the doctor, I don't weigh myself, I have a history of eating disorders. Yes, right fucking now. Like, you have an eating disorder right motherfucking now. It amazes me that people will not accept this, that people refuse to accept the fact that your eating disorder is in fact causing you to be morbidly obese, likely have diabetes because of the skin tags, and it's killing you. This is the problem, right? Me saying this is not mean, right? If you motherfuckers would like me to be mean, you trust I could. But that's not me being mean. You are in such denial that you're saying you have a history of eating disorders. What would you call gluttoning yourself to like 300, 400 fucking pounds? As like, I have an eating disorder. I am a binge eater. I am 1,901 days binge free. I keep track of it on my fucking app, which, by the way, should be on Google Store very soon. I can't wait. 1,901 days binge free. And I feel for her in a way, because like, she is such a weak person that she can't even, like, she even said like, it would have shattered me before. Being told reality would have shattered you, and now you've done so much work on yourself that you can literally deny it. I am not a huge fan of doctors. I am really not. I'm really, really not. I many people know this. Alan Chen's one of my best friends, and he's a doctor. He's a radiologist. He knows this. I don't think that they're qualified to treat chronic illness, especially metabolic illness. Like, don't get me wrong, you can go to an endocrinologist and get treated for your metabolic disorder, but they're not going to help you reverse it, and they're not going to most of them, I shouldn't say they, most of them are not going to help you reverse it. Most of them are not going to help you, actually treat it and at least make it so you don't need medication. They're just going to give you medication. But this woman doesn't even want to accept that it's a part of her. She's really proud of herself for being completely fucking delusional. Think about this. She is proud of herself for being delusional. This is how the medical profession treats me for literally no reason, said the morbidly obese woman with an eating disorder after doctors ask her what she's eating. Like, to think that, like, I got to be real, that should be the first thing that a doctor asks me. Like, what are you eating? Because just because I have a waist to height ratio and healthy range, and just because I'm not visibly fat, just because I'm not, anything like that, like, they should still ask me. That should be one of the very first questions. You should walk into a doctor's office, if we did this correctly. And I don't give a fuck if you're a doctor and disagree with this, by the way. I'm just gonna let you know. You should take a visual physical assessment. Like, you can look at this woman. She's 400 fucking pounds, got skin tags everywhere. Looks like she's got black circles in her eyes, a dark ring around her neck, indicating diabetes. And, her fingers look like they're, she looks like she's wearing mittens, because that's how fat she is. And then the very next thing that should be said is, what are you eating? You are clearly inflamed. You are clearly morbidly obese. You are clearly like this whole, another dangerous delusion that society has is somehow you can't look at somebody and tell if they're sick or not. Okay. You can look at me until I'm older, right? So therefore, like, you can know certain things. You can know that my testosterone level without TRT is likely diminished from what it was when I was in my 20s. You know that my bones and my joints, especially if I've worked them hard over the years, or I didn't work them hard at all, if I just was sedentary, that my joints are not probably in the best condition, right? You can look at me, you can look at my eyes right now and know that I had an allergy attack yesterday, which is why I wasn't live. You can know all of these things, right? And I probably have allergies from getting vaccinated when I was younger. Thanks, Mom. But you can know all these things about me, right? You can look at my leg and see where I broke it when I was younger and had to have surgery. You can look at my knee and see where it's been cut on because I needed to have fixed and removed and all sorts of fluid taken out. You could take a scan of my face and realize that my orbital bone and my cheekbone and my nose has been all crushed at one point in time. You can look and see that this bone on my mouth has been broken. My nose has been broken multiple times because there's different breaks of different ages. My orbital bone's been broken. You could see these things. These are visual observations that just with minor testing that can be done. This is a problem. This is not like, well, you can't judge me because of how my x-rays look. Yeah, the fuck you can. Like, you can't judge me by, the fact that I have literally no visceral fat, like none, right? Because of how I eat. You know that I don't eat ultra-processed foods. You know how I know? Because ultra-processed foods, in the absence of them, almost never attains a visceral fat deposit, ever. Without ultra-processed foods, you would have to eat a tremendous amount of food or be abusing yourself with alcohol, which, by the way, is wheat most of the time, beer. They call it wheat belly for a fucking reason. Like, these are dangerous societal delusions that we are under. Like a societal delusion, like a dietitian is a dietitian that tells you to eat ultra processed foods is somehow telling you the right advice just because they're a dietitian. That's moronic. Literally moronic. It just goes to show it's more of a reason to not trust all dietitians, because the education that they got preaches ultra processed foods as part of a healthy diet. That's not even fucking food. It's food like product. It's not fucking food. And that's a societal delusion we have also. You know, like a societal delusion we have also is that is food. That's not fucking food. It is a food like product designed to make you want it more. And likely because they know how it treats it. They know that ultra processed foods are bad for you. It is not a question, even though the USDA even tries to deny it. All of the data, any of the fucking data. I will debate anybody. Elon Musk could come down and try to say ultra processed foods are healthy for you. I would crush that motherfucker, and his IQ is probably twice mine. Because reality, fact, data, it does not need a credential. It's just fucking true. A 6-year-old picking their nose and eating the boogers could tell a PhD in nutrition that ultra processed foods are unhealthy for people. And if the PhD in nutrition disagrees, the 6-year-old picking their nose and eating the boogers is still fucking right. And we all deep down know it. We all know it. You have fat friends, or you have been fat yourself, or you have made yourself fat, lost weight, and made yourself get fat again. We all know it's the ultra processed foods. We know it. You don't know anybody that got fat on broccoli. You don't know anybody that got fat eating just steak and beef, or steak and veggies. You don't know anybody. You do not know them. If that's all they eat, what the fuck do they drink? Because it is a societal delusion to think that for some reason, these are not the foods that are fucking killing us. It is completely delusional to think that a medication that makes you less hungry, that has massive serious side effects, should be taken the entirety of your life. I'm not saying you shouldn't take it. I'm not. If you want to take the Gila Monster Venom, take the Gila Monster Venom. But understand, you better fucking find a way off that shit, because we all know that it's something that is going to make you sick so much that most people stop using it, and then your body gets used to it. And you stay on it for decades. Those are going to be the last decades of your fucking life. We know it's going to be bad in the long run. There's no way anybody truly believes that they can be on these medications for decades and decades and decades and not have their fucking literally pancreas fall the fuck out. We don't, and people can argue back against me. No, the fuck you can't. Because you know why? You don't have the goddamn data to say it. We just know from common sense that eating something that makes you so fucking sick that you shit yourself at work, likely taking that long term is probably not going to be good for you. It's just probably not. It's so wild. When people, like she said, I have a history of eating disorders. First of all, she's talking about restrictive eating disorders, which when did you ever restrict eating disorders? She looks like a young old lady, like young chronologically old because she's fat as fuck. And when did you have this restrictive eating disorder? How fucking long ago? Because you want to say you have a history of it, and who told you it was restrictive? Were you hospitalized? Like, tell me more. Because you making yourself a little fucking hungry is not a goddamn eating disorder. You trying to lose 20 pounds and feeling a little hungry in the evening, that's not a fucking eating disorder. That's called nature. We like 200 years ago, the human species ate like once every other fucking day. Was that an eating disorder then? Or were people thin, lean, and healthy? I mean, if we took somebody from 200 years ago and put them in our environment and had them eat the same way they ate, but also have, little things like penicillin and sanitation so they don't get dysentery and, I don't know, not being fucking shot at and not being exposed to the elements. If they still went about their normal lives, but just had all of our comforts and didn't have any of our fucking luxuries that are making us ill, they'd probably outlive every fucking body. We all know these things. It's wild to me that society has such delusion to think that they don't see these things. Like Susan, people refuse to see binge eating disorder. They just want it to be a recovery. It's wild when people are like, I'm in binge eating recovery, and they still weigh 300 pounds. You're not recovering from shit. You've just found a way to spread the binge out. That's all. You're not recovering from shit. To recover from something means you get healthy from something. If you're 300 pounds, 100 fucking % of the time you're unhealthy. 100%, unless you are massively, massively tall. Like, unless you're like 7 feet something tall and still a thick man, you are unhealthy if you're 300 pounds. And guess what? Those people don't live that fucking long either, because being that big is not good for the human condition. We are not Nephilim. This is how medical professionals treat me for no reasons. Yeah, exactly. But they will tell you that red meat should be eaten sparingly, which is red meat and eggs. If I could eat nothing else for the rest of my life, if they said name two things, it would be red meat and eggs. Frankly, if I could be a little choosier, it would be ribeye and eggs. It would be ribeye and duck eggs, to tell you the truth. But I mean, and I'd outlive most people. I will definitely outlive you if you eat McDonald's, which, have you guys seen the weird thing about McDonald's? Like, where do all the burgers come from? Anyway, but anyway, I'm down to 166.9 from 230. Everybody congratulate this person. Boom. I've been a silent listener for a while, but I'm thankful for all of the people who speak the truth and who have food issues like me. Thank you very much, and congratulations. Everybody congratulate. Everybody congratulate. This is a problem with a lot of the delusional fat acceptance chicks who had restrictive eating disorders. They then think their overconsumption one is fine, despite them both being extreme. Fat acceptance, and I warned people about this. I warned people, fat acceptance was a bad idea. We should not accept unhealthy states of living. That is very, when we went to fat acceptance, it should have been like, well, junkie acceptance. Why not? Honestly, smokers outlive, statistically, lifelong smokers outlive obese people. Look at the data. Don't read the abstract. Do yourself when you're researching moving forward. Do yourself this favor. If you use AI or whatever, don't look at the abstract. Don't look at the conclusion. Have the data reprocessed for you. Have the data reprocessed, because the data normally shows very different findings than the conclusions in the abstract say. Very different. I'm sure he looked at the skin tags and he told her there was a sign of diabetes. Then he asked what she was eating. She's leaving out part of the conversation. Kimberly, I am 100% sure. 100% sure. I'm with you. I don't get people not eating red meat and complaining about their iron levels being low. Exactly. Very funny. Totally off topic. Pam Bondi has been fired. Well, they'll replace her. They're just going to replace her with some other fuckwit. I mean, I'm sorry, but like, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that this evening. I'm going to come live again at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And ordering rando colon cleansing supplements online. No shit. Everybody congratulating her. Have you competed in bodybuilding? Absolutely not. No. Like, that's where people, I think, get construed, because I'm tossed in with the fitness people, and of course I was part of YouTube Fitness and all that shit. I don't have necessarily the fitness background these people have. I have a healthcare background. I was a healthcare executive for about a dozen years. I've always been a lifter. I've always been an athlete. Martial arts, track, gymnastics, those sorts of things. But I was not like a fitness competitor or a powerlifting competitor, although I could have won many powerlifting competitions. But that wasn't me. I come from, I was a healthcare executive running about $100 million worth of business a year up and down the Eastern United States. I sat on multiple committees to help write disaster policies, including outbreak policies for viral outbreaks in multiple counties in America. And I was in charge of the entire nutrition departments of hospitals, skilled nursing, assisted livings, rehabilitation centers. I hired and fired medical directors, hospital administrators, directors of nursing, directors of dining, those sorts of things. That's where my background comes from. People now consider chubby to be 50 pounds overweight instead of 10. And again, absolutely crazy. 50 pounds overweight for most people, 50 pounds overweight for a woman, morbidly obese. Just saying. My brother will be 2 years smoke-free in December. He has a CHF. I'm very sorry to hear he has CHF, but he's doing the right thing. What do you think of Glitter and Lasers competition? I'm honestly not keeping up with this shit. Her competing in strongman. Here's my thought. Her competing in strongman. I don't know if she did well. I can't imagine she did well at all. I'm happy she's working out. I know this is not what a lot of people want to hear. I'm happy she's working out. I'm not happy that I just read that she fired her nutritionist and is just going with AI. That's just she's starting down the slippery slope where she's now going to fire her powerlifting coach or her whatever coach. I honestly don't care about her. I really fucking don't. She came in 4th out of 4 people. You know, and here's the thing. She was in the heavyweight weight class, right? Which is probably like what, over 275. So she's half the women competing with her are not going to be near her size. Again, I hope she takes it seriously, loses, another 200 fucking pounds or more, and lives a long, happy, healthy life. I talk about these people not because I hate them. I talk about them because they're openly expressing stupid shit to their fucking audience. But I'm not keeping up with her. I haven't kept up with the Rodriguez lady. I am focused on getting the Hunger Free and Happy app onto the Google App Store and helping as many fucking people as possible. They are gone. Anybody that would think that they should follow Alexandra Rodriguez's lead on health or life in fucking general, you have got motherfucking problems. You've got tons of motherfucking problems. If you think she is some sort of role model to you, she is a pedo sympathizer, and I heard she's pregnant again. I have no fucking idea why this woman has not been under 260 pounds in fucking decades, has had multiple fucking weight loss surgeries and still can't get under it. Got pregnant again. By the time these children are 18 years old, she is going to be a fucking memory. She is going to be a fucking memory. Has Anna ever reached out to you? No, fuck no. That would be like her reaching out to fucking reality. No, she hasn't at all. It was 165 and up, and she came in 4th. Oh. That's like me getting outlifted by a fucking 195 pound dude. Wow. The fucked up thing is, and this is what's funny. This is what's funny. I mean, part of what's funny. Her competitors beat her lifting weights that weigh less than her. That's fucking funny. Yeah, probably, Jake. She was the biggest female competitor, probably bigger than males too. Betsy, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Well, again, this is no shit. I mean, just so everybody understands, this is no lie. Like, I wish Anna would take it seriously and lose weight and be healthy. I wish all of them would. I wish all of them would, like, stop being fucking delusional, because that's what this video is about. Dangerous societal delusions. We are truly in a dangerous realm when people can talk to their doctor and be like, I don't really weigh myself, but why do I have all these skin tags? And them think the doctor's wrong by asking them what they eat. What you eat, food is medicine. Food is medicine. Food is preventative medicine. There's no actual preventative pharmaceuticals. There's food is medicine, and pharmaceuticals are just maintenance. That's it. I mean, there's some that are better than others. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy for penicillin and stuff like that. But another very serious societal delusion that we all have is thinking that doctors know everything about health. They know very fucking little. They know they are the mechanic of a car. They know very fucking little about the fuel that goes into the fucking car and shit like that, unless they learn it on their own. They know very fucking little, right? And you know how I get to say this? Because I've cured more cases of type 2 diabetes than most medical practices. That's how. By helping people develop better lifestyle habits around their sleep, hydration, stress relief. That's how. That is how I can fucking clearly claim that I know. That's why I can speak to doctors. And I was in the healthcare industry, and a lot of them used to fucking work for me, and they're nitwits. Most of them are egotistical assholes for no fucking reason. Here's something I always fucking talk about. If you go to your doctor and your doctor ever talks to you about metformin, ever talks to you about metformin before they mention berberine, get a new doctor, because they have no fucking idea what the fuck they're talking about. Alan, I just learned from Michelle McDaniels that there is a fat gone. Did you know this? I did know this. It's fucking crazy. And I saw a recent video. I think Shakira quoted you. It's the food. Either that or she came up with it on her own. I love Shakira. I think she's great. I don't get a chance to watch one of these people because I have literally been chained to a desk for a year building an app. And again, it's in the final stages, about to be on Google Store, and then it'll be on iOS. And we're going to help tens of thousands, hopefully hundreds of thousands of fucking people actually gain control of their healthy habits around portion sizes, making sure they avoid ultra processed foods. Because one of the very fucking cool things, by the way, one of the very, very cool things, if you look right here, boom, on the app, you can go to a meal, log a meal, and we can look up a food. Somebody name a food. Somebody name a food real quick you want to look up to see the ultra processed percentage of. Thoughts on Anavar for women? I would just use if you need help with your hormones, get your hormones checked out and go to an HRT clinic and not use exogenous drugs. Ho-hos it is. They might be little Debbies though. Yeah, chocolate cake rolled with peanut butter creamy. Okay, we're gonna do those ones. Chocolate cake rolled with peanut butter creamy. Boom. And what it does, and you can see it spinning, that is making sure that the AI collects all the information from it. It takes, for the first time you ever do it, it takes probably about 10 seconds or so. Solo bagel, and then it comes up, boom. Here is the data, and it is 95% ultra processed, 356 calories per 100 gram serving, or excuse me, per 85 gram serving. God damn. 4 grams of protein, 16 grams of fat, 51 grams of carbohydrates. That's wild. So a bagel, a solo bagel. Sola bagel? Sola bagel. We're going to do the one with raisins. I love the feature on that app. Thank you very much, Kelsey. I appreciate you. By the way, Kelsey is one of our clients, and that's why she gets an advanced copy of the app. A solo bagel with raisins, 295 calories. Crazy. Little Debbie must have tickets from our supply. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And that is going to be released very, very soon on the Google app. We're going to be helping as many people as possible, because avoiding ultra processed foods is one of the biggest things you can do. But it also has reminders for your hydration, sleep. It calculates all these things for you. It gives you an ideal body weight and an ideal caloric range. It gives you the actual one, like for what you weigh now, what it would be good if you want to lose or gain, X amount of weight. And it gives you another one where you can just put it in yourself. There are many things. If you're premium and up, which there's premium and coaching. So it's premium, and then you'd have to get a hold of us for coaching individually, which by the way, I don't have one set up. Join me back at 6 p.m. tonight, and I will have some links for you. We are going to take a few more coaching clients for the app, even right now where it is quiet. Love that feature. It works so well. Thank you very, very, very much. It is something that I worked a long fucking time on. Trust me. And that's one of the biggest things about the difference with the Hunger Free and Happy app versus the other ones, is that I want this to be something that can help you along. If you record a binge on this, it keeps track of your binges. That's what I said, like right here. If you look at mine, 1,901 days, binge free. I got to clean that screen. 1,901 days. Looks much better that way, right? Or I could do any of the number of the programs right on the app. Boom. We have all sorts of programs. Browse our programs. Here they all are. And we're adding more and more all the time. You can do it right on the app, premium and up. So it's going to be $9.99 for premium and up. And that gets you access to the live and the live classes. You can use all of the workouts you want, switch them out. You can schedule a workout on your calendar. Your calendar will give a 10-minute reminder, and you will be able to do the workout right on the app, including timers. And I'm very proud of it. I can't wait for it to be released. The apps help. Oh, the apps help bring me down ultra processed from 7 to 17 from 30. That is fucking outstanding. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're liking it. So for those of you that are wondering, I will have some links for you this evening, 6 p.m. Eastern time, to help you guys join the app if you would like to. I'm looking very, very, very forward to all of you being on the app. And very realistically, there is a free version that will help people check their ultra processed foods also. Like, I mean, you'll have ads, but it'll be free. You can do ad free or stuff like that too once it's released. But I really, 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 really am excited about helping as many people as possible. And I hope all of these people get this app. You can use it in silence. And It's, if you log a craving, it tells you to either, have some stress, get a stress relief technique going, or, go for a walk, get some activity, get some hydration in. It's a very, very, very intuitive app. So how would you classify a binge? I know it might have been simple, but I'm not sure. A binge is normally classified as uncontrolled eating. Like, I always tell people this. It's like me watching a movie of myself eating and not being able to stop myself. What's the name of the app? The name of the app is Hunger Free and Happy, and it will be released on Google hopefully within the next 3 to 6 days. So be looking for it. There are people on it right now, and you'll be able to join it. I'll have a link for you at 6 p.m. You'll be able to join it early if you would like, for coaching. We're going to take a few more coaching clients. But I'll have those deals going on a little later, but it'll be released on Google Store hopefully within the next 3 to 7 days. There's actually a live person reviewing the app right now. So very, very, very excited. But and for all of you that are on the app, that are in this chat, that have said that you're liking it, thank you very much. We appreciate all of you guys. You guys have been kind of the test run for it. I'm very, very, very happy that you guys joined us for this journey, and super happy that the app is helping a lot of people already. I can't wait for it to help tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. One, because then I'll make money, and two, it will help hundreds of thousands of people. Because that's the whole goal, right? The whole goal is like. I hope I'm going to leave everybody on this, because I was thinking about this earlier, right? 6 years ago, I took a very staunch stance on the COVID-19 issue. And it got me canceled from YouTube and from everywhere. It got me canceled. And even a lot of you people watching might not have agreed with me, but everything I've said was going to happen has pretty much happened. Like the Nostradamus of COVID, right? I want everybody to understand that back then, it was the same thing. I was trying to look out for everybody. I was trying to make everybody understand that this is a very dangerous time. And one of the biggest things I said back then is we have a novel pathogen. In human history, these things happen many times. They will happen more. They will happen more. They absolutely will. They will keep happening more and more as long as we keep trying to vaccinate them out instead of natural immunity them out. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. And that's supported by data also. But I want everybody to understand, if we were healthy as a country and as a species, these things would not be nearly as big of an issue. If we were healthy, if we watched what we ate, if nobody was fat, chronic illness would be next to nothing. Like the chronic illness levels in America in like the 1960s were like 3%. Right now, we have only 8 to 10% of the population that is considered metabolically healthy at all. That is a very, very bad trajectory, which is another reason why you don't trust your fucking doctor, because we have let the medical community tell us what is and what is not healthy, and look where it has ended us. What is healthy is you getting plenty of hydration. Get an ounce of hydration per ideal pound of body weight. And by the way, the app will tell you your ideal body weight and give you an ideal amount of hydration for your height, and for your height that you should be getting. Try to get 6 to 8 hours of very good quality sleep, and you'll be able to record your sleep and your hunger when you're waking, and you'll be able to understand the quality of it and everything like that. There will be many suggestions. We are going to be active on the app. You will be able to join challenges. There's a challenge going on right now for the people that are on it. I am going to be putting out a dailies challenge where it's like, okay, everybody join me. Let's see how many push-ups, sit-ups, everything like that we can do in a day, and keep track of them. You can guide you through right there. Again, $9.99 for that and up, or coaching. But it'll also help you avoid ultra-processed foods, because they're not really foods. And then it helps you get plenty of activity and record it. It helps you look out for your hydration, your sleep, your stress relief. It helps you understand you. And that is what I wanted out of this. That is what our coaching is based off of. We wrote an entire book. This is our third book, Hunger Free and Happy, and we decided to put it into an app. And I hope all of you take advantage of this. And I'm very, very, very excited to give you guys the links to join up for coaching this evening. I will be back at 6 p.m. Eastern time tonight. And I really, really, really wanted to thank all of you for showing up. My name is Alan Roberts. Goddamn.